Our next guest is always a delight to chat with. We had him on the program, I think, by phone a while back, and he knew that we were enamored with his product. And our regular listeners know it's like, all right, enough already. We know you like this thing. But it's not enough, because it's still one of the coolest products we have seen in years. I'm talking about a company called AutumnWave. They manufacture leading HDTV tuners for the personal computer. This in and of itself, as I said, is something that has impressed the heck out of us. Their president and COO is Patrick Castellani. Patrick, welcome back into Tomorrow. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to meet up with you here at CES and say, Patrick's here. We've got to chat again, because this product, not only, as you well know, we travel with constantly. We don't even have to use it on traveling. It's fine. We use it extensively at home as well. But the GT has landed.
Yes, it has.
Now, first of all, why on-air GT? The on-air part I get, because that's off the air. We're capturing HD signals, digital television signals, easily off the air. What's the GT part?
I think it stands for Great Tuner, but I'll have to find that out for you for sure. But that's what I think it means.
Well, we'll go with that, because it makes perfect sense. How do you describe to folks that say, give me an idea then, what are we talking about? What is this great, cute little device that's about the size of a PDA with a telescopic antenna on it?
Right. The on-air GT from AutumnWave, think of it as a set-top box for your PC that is portable. We can plug in an antenna, and we can scan either ATSC, high-definition digital channels over the air, or analog channels over the air.
That's true. I kind of forget that we still have analog channels for a couple of years.
Analog is still around for a little while. Yeah. Or we could take the antenna off and connect it to analog or digital cable. And the great thing about it is that it is USB-powered, so it is truly portable. You can take your laptop and wander out in the middle of nowhere as long as there is a usable broadcast signal available.
And for those who may be watching live during CES week on our live video streaming as well, you can check out the camera that I'm holding up, the on-air GT2. You see how small it is? It's just fitting in the palm of my hand. On-air solution, the on-air HDTV GT unit. And the back, of course, as Patrick is explaining, very simple. You can attach an external antenna. There's AV in, USB cable. I mean, this you couldn't be easier. And we thought, how could it be that easy? When we first got an evaluation of the product several months ago, I handed over to Chris, who's one of our resident video guys, and I say, all right, tell me if we're going to like this or not. You know, does it do even half what it says it does? He came back, running back about 10 minutes later, and says, you got to stop everything and check this out. I mean, we were that impressed. Not only was he immediately picking up high-definition television signals all over the air, but he says to me, and it has a PVR, a personal video recorder, so it's got its own little TiVo-like device with the software that comes with it, and it's awesome.
Yes, it is a digital video recorder, so you can record high-definition or analog shows right to your hard drive and watch them back whenever you wish.
And I think we shared with you that one of the best uses, I think, was on our 13-hour flights to and from Tokyo, covering the CTEC Japan show, was where we had so much great HD content, and some standard television too, because you got to mix that in once in a while. But mostly some of the best high-definition shows that we all didn't have time to watch from the other travels, and we're just sharing the content. You know, Chris is running around with his tablet in the plane, and we're just sharing. You know, I didn't get to see that show, so now I'm kicking back and watching it, all thanks to this product, which made it easy to capture these shows.
Right. You no longer have to be a slave to the broadcast schedule. Yeah. You can take the program and record it and watch it whenever you wish.
And of course, there's no subscription fees or anything. We're getting these signals. They're free off-the-air signals. In many cases, we've recommended this as the first entry level for folks who otherwise just are dying to experience HDTV and don't have the budget quite yet for a big big receiver and a tuner built in, or don't want to go to HD packages on their satellite or cable. This is a great entry to realize why you want HDTV.
Absolutely. The $179 MSRP is reasonably priced for your first HDTV tuner.
That's for sure.
And since you already have an HD-ready monitor built into your desktop or your laptop, you're all set to go.
And of course, the fact that it's got the DVR, the digital video recorder portion, you're time shifting and place shifting in our case too as we travel with the content. But at least you say you're no longer stuck with just the broadcast schedule. Just even if you use it for that, it's a major advantage.
Yes, the other interesting feature it has too is an accessory input cable. We just plug that right into the back next to the USB connection. And what that allows us to do is we now have inputs for left and right analog audio and composite and S-video. So we can connect this to our favorite gaming console and take our Xbox or our other gaming console on the road with us, and we no longer have to drag around a big clunky television.
That's for
and
sure.
that's also a big interest to dorm students who are very tight for space. You don't want this gigantic television set taking up, all of this room in the dorm. So it solves a lot of problems for business travelers and others who are on the go and don't want to leave all of their technology in the living room.
Exactly, good point. And at under $180, you should certainly take advantage of it. It even solved problems here in our dorm or our broadcast booth earlier this week when we were able to utilize, because of of what it can do, bringing our video signals in and passing them through to get additional content for our streaming. And who would have thunk it? But, right away Chris says, wait a minute, the on-air GT can do that for us. And sure enough, it did, and it worked very well. Yes. AutumnWave.com. We can order it on your website and available anywhere else as well, or that's where we need to go?
Yes, it's in major e-commerce stores, retailers online, and also at AutumnWave.com.
Terrific. And do visit the website, and you'll see all the goodies that Patrick and his team are up to. It's together with its included software, it allows us to watch and record television anywhere that a usable over-the-air or cable signal exists. And let's face it, that's pretty much anywhere. We've used them in airports regularly, and we kind of gather around one of the computers, and we're watching stuff as we're waiting for another flight. There's just every opportunity to take advantage of what AutumnWave has.
And North American tech support is another part of it.
Really? We're not calling India?
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That's handy, too. Not that you need support. We haven't needed any support. But if you do, it's good to know that the good old USA is where you're calling.
Yes.
Terrific. Thank you, Patrick, President and COO of AutumnWave. And we'll look forward to other goodies. I don't know how you can top this, but I'm sure you're working on something else that's going to be even more interesting as we head further into tomorrow. Maybe a built-in DVR in the device itself or something?
Well, as we say at AutumnWave, stay tuned.
Yeah, I love it. You can tell the guy's a former broadcast engineer, too. He knows his stuff. AutumnWave.com for more information.